Hey guys, welcome to Heaven's Mopars. My name's Scott, and this is Rusty, and this is Goldie. And today I wanted to talk about heat shrinking, because I am trying to be transparent, open, honest, and clear that I goofed up. Imagine that. I don't know everything, I'm just learning as I'm going. When I installed this, what I did was there's a term called oil canning, and I push on this. Well, it's pretty tight, but it will bounce in, bounce out. It's not supposed to do that. Over here, it's perfect. Nice, smooth, flat, but over here, it bulges out. It's like a bowl effect. And so what happened was, when I welded, you're supposed to, like what I did over here, do your little tack welds every so few inches, and then you go back in and fill them in. Well, over here I did that along the bottom, but when I came across the top, I had flush cut everything, and then I welded in a continuous line here up, and then I went across the top and welded from here in a continuous line over, knowing that might warp the metal, I don't know, but I just thought I'd try it. I actually welded here over in a continuous line and it was fine, so I thought I could get away with it, and then I went over here. But what happens is, I think I trapped the metal, had no place for it to go, and so it just bowed out. So now what I want to do is take and learn how to heat shrink metal. So I'm gonna give that a try. I've never done it before, just like I've never done any of this before, so I'm learning. So trying to be transparent, so if any of you out there are trying to learn also, know that you can learn from my mistakes and go from there. I was terrified to learn how to weld, but I got over that. I'm terrified to heat shrink, especially live and in person, so that all of you can see what I'm doing. But I've watched a couple videos on YouTube. You know, if you want to learn, you can go check those out, but I'll briefly describe how to do that and the process and what I'm doing, how to do it, and I hope it works. So, and I want to shrink this in, take that bulge out of it, and make it flush just like this. So here we go. What you're supposed to do apparently is take a torch, like an oxyacetylene torch, but I do not have one, so they say not to use a propane torch, but that's all I have, so I'm going to use it anyway. So I automatically broke the first rule. Because a normal torch will heat up like a dime shaped, one single little spot, just get it red hot. A torch, a propane torch, the flame is a lot bigger, and so it warms up a bigger area. It doesn't focus the heat in one spot. So what this does is it heats up the metal, and as it tries to heat up that one spot, it takes a while. So what happens is, as it's trying to heat up that one spot, the heat is radiating out and it's heating up the whole panel, and that's a no-no. So then, so that's the first mistake I'm making, but I don't know what else to do. You can use it, but it's not recommended. The next thing you need is a wet rag or air from an air compressor, but this apparently is quicker. What you do after you get it hot, and then you take your hammer and smack it right in that dot where it's hot, and that will create a dent. And then the area around it, what you do is take your hammer and hammer around where you hit, where it's the hottest, because this whole area will be hot. And as you hit it with a hammer, just any hammer will do. It doesn't have to be a waffle hammer for a shrinking hammer, because what it does, it kind of grabs the metal and you hit it in a circular motion toward that heat spot. So what you're doing is taking the metal and you're pushing it literally into that center, and it's shrinking the metal. And then the whole process is very quick. It's maybe like a 30-second process according to everyone else. And you get it hot, you hammer it in real quick in a circle around it, and then you take your rag and you quench it, or you cool the metal off. And that helps to cool it really fast to shrink the metal, if that makes sense. It doesn't to me, but you know, I'm not a physicist. But apparently so if you took a micrometer, now the metal will be thinner in that area that you hit and thicker, because you're pushing all the metal into that. And if you're to measure the center when you're done, it'll literally be thicker than the area around it. So, and then it takes the bulge out and makes it a little bit more flat. So that's the process. That's what I'm gonna do. It'll be a 1, 2, 3, here we go thing. And then the other issue that this will be difficult, that I didn't mention, when you take your hammer and hit it inward, you'll have a dolly on the back side, so that when you're hammering that dent and hammering around it, the dolly on the back side pushes the metal and it'll flatten your dent out going that way, so it'll be flat here again. The hard part about what I got going on is that's kind of a long, I got a hood hinge right here that's in my back. That doesn't help any. But I gotta get my arm all the way back around here. I have a stool down here. I tested this just a second ago. I'm like, I need to be higher. But now I can kind of reach. That hinge wasn't in my way. I can kind of reach it and hammer against it. So I gotta be quick. I gotta try to get in there, and I gotta try to make it happen somehow. So let's go. Let's try this. I'll just do it now. Okay. Let's see if this will start. Turn it on. Okay, we got gas. I got my hammer, my dolly, my wet rag. The bulge, for the most part, feels like it's... I might have to do this 2 or 3 times. I can start feeling it about right here. And it goes pretty much from here over. So this whole half almost. I really boogered this up. Should have just left it alone, but I'm German. My last name's Schmidt. Okay, let's start this thing up. I'm gonna do one right here. I'm gonna stick it as close as I can. You can see the water. I don't know if you can see that on film or not, but I'm just gonna stick it super close. Okay, one. It's probably good enough. It's not red hot. It should be red hot like the other one. Come on. I gotta hurry before it cools down. Get out of my way, hinge. about to drop my dolly. Come on. Let's try that. I can, when I was up above, I could literally see it go in. So that's good news. Anything, I'm sure I probably didn't make it still warm, but it's not hot. Can't make it any worse than what it already was. Kind of a little dent there, but yeah, it's just a mad rush. But yeah, it's already flatter. Already stiffer. Just went in right there. On the outside of that, it went this way. It's right down here where I just was. Probably have to do this 3 or 4 times because the area is so big. What if I did one right here? Now that my line went like this earlier, now it's kind of doing this from about here this way. So this is now flat. So that's good. So maybe if I work it this way, maybe I'll try up here. I'll try one right here. See how that works. I'll try showing you what's, I don't think you can see it on camera, but I mean, it's not totally obvious, but it's obvious enough that you can't really see it. I just thought I'd try showing you kind of a before and after. Let's get my torch, turn it on again. Do one right here. I guess it's all the same. That just popped out. Almost gave me a heart attack. See my water disappearing that's on there. 3, 2, 1. That's good enough. Watch out, Rusty. Shut that off so you don't get burned. Ooh, that's a good dent. Get out of my way, hinge. Wow, each time I do that, I can feel the difference. Wonder why it popped in. Yeah, so now the line probably goes, it's kind of the same, but it isn't as bad. Probably right here I can feel it. Probably the high spot. So now it goes kind of like this. Kind of high here. I could probably just hammer that in a little. Probably need my dolly back there. A little high spot right there. So I'm just gonna keep working my way. So anyway, I'll stop there because I don't know if you want to... I'll do it one more time. Maybe I'll edit it. Okay, I'll get this... Well, I was going to say I could get it wet so that I could see... You can see the water evaporate as I do it. Yeah, it's definitely getting flatter. Just a bunch of irregularities. Excuse me, irregularities. Got my bounce right over here though. Here it's super tight, but I can feel the bulge in it. I just take my time and do it right to start with. You don't have all this stupid stuff you gotta fix. So I am going to lay the middle. How about right here? I'll do one here because that's where it's bouncing. Go, Rusty. Jeez, keep the whole thing in. Maybe that's a good sign. Come on. There goes my alarm and my phone. It's about time to go to work. It's working. Not popping out anymore. So that totally worked. Cool. I'm actually doing it. Oh. I pushed real hard right there. I think I'm getting back into over here. So now the next one. I'm going to do one right here in the middle. Today is May 9th. It'll be a Monday. I think Rusty wants to say hi to everyone. Hi, Rusty! Come here. Come say hi. It's okay. Yeah, you can come in for a minute. Take a break in between spots. Okay, looks like a battlefield, but so far there's only one left. Well, a bounce in it when I push super hard. I think is over here somewhere. But yeah, it's getting flat from here over. So we're getting there. I'll put it on time lapse. Go from there. How do I stop it? Okay, guys, here's the scoop. I did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times instead of 2 or 3. I'm pretty pleased with it, actually. It doesn't have any bounce to it at all now, and it's not as rounded or oil canned as the term is. Like the bottom of an oil can, you push on it to, you know, with the thing with the spout on it. I actually have one somewhere. I'll try to find it and show you. But anyway, so now I'll just hammer and dolly my dents around it because it's wavy and all crazy now. I would rather try and fail than not try at all and succeed. So you learn as you go. That's what life is all about. And I'm having fun in the process, so now I'll know what not to do on the next one.